Should you hit the snooze button when the alarm goes off in the morning? Or is snoozing bad for your health? In this video you will learn something that, well, you just have to know. Hey, it's Scandinavian Bob here. This channel is all about becoming a warrior in your own life by crushing anxiety, learning smart self-improvement strategies, interesting mental tricks and cool biological hacks. So if that sounds interesting to you, then hit the subscribe button right now and let's start with today's video. There are two big reasons why snoozing in the morning is bad for you, and let's start with what happens to your brain function when you hit the snooze button. As you probably know, we sleep in cycles. We have 2, 3 and sometimes even 4 sleep cycles during the night, and those cycles are about 75 to 90 minutes long. Now here's the interesting part. About 1 to 2 hours before we wake up in the morning, the brain is in a state where it's getting ready to wake up. In other words, 1 to 2 hours before your alarm goes off, you are not in one of those sleep cycles. Now, when the alarm goes off and you hit the snooze button and go back to sleep, what do you think happens to your brain? Well, that's right, it starts a new sleep cycle. The problem is, as I already said, a sleep cycle is about 75 to 90 minutes long. And when the alarm goes off the next time, 10 minutes later, you are now interrupting your brain when it's doing its job in a sleep cycle. And here's the deal. When you are interrupting a sleep cycle, the brain gets stuck in a neurological state called sleep inertia. If you are in this sleep inertia state when you start your day, your brain will have a much harder time with processing information. You will have a harder time with controlling anxiety and other emotions, and you will also have a harder time learning new stuff and remembering things. By hitting that snooze button, you go back to sleep only to wake up 10 minutes later, and you have now made sure that your cortical region of your brain is trapped in a sleep cycle. And guess what? It can sometimes take up to 4 hours for your brain to get out of the sleep inertia state. So if you already snoozed today and now you ask, is there any way to get the brain out of the sleep inertia quicker when the damage is already done? Well, I actually learned this yesterday, but cold showers instantly kicks your brain out of the sleep inertia state. I found that to be interesting because, as you guys know, I have been talking a lot about cold showers for other health benefits in my older videos. But yeah, that's what happens inside your brain when you hit the snooze button, and it's not a positive thing. However, what's even worse, in my opinion, is what you are doing to yourself on a psychological level. And so now you are asking, okay Bob, but why is that? Well, you see, let's say you want to get out of bed tomorrow at 7 a.m. So you set your alarm at 7, and when it goes off the next morning you hit the snooze button right away and go back to sleep. Well, god damn it, you just broke your own intention. The very first thing you did that day is breaking your own quote-unquote promise. Well, congratulations. You just planted a seed in your subconscious mind that you can't really trust yourself to do what you set out to do. You see, the subconscious mind works kind of like a jury. And listen to these important words. Every single action you take is a vote for the type of person you believe you are. I'll say that again. Every single action you take in your life is a vote for the type of person you believe you are. So by repeatedly breaking your own intentions, it won't take long until you have a self-image of you being a person that is lazy and never do what you set out to do. Your self-esteem drops, and not only that, if you watched my video on how to be more self-disciplined, you learned that the strongest force in the human personality is the need to stay consistent with how we define ourselves. Well, you now define yourself as a lazy person, and so your mind will make sure that you keep doing things that are indicative of a lazy person. And so you are stuck in this negative spiral. So please keep this in mind and try to get up right away when your alarm goes off in the mornings. Now, of course, I understand that it's not always so easy, and to be honest with you, I sometimes hit the snooze button myself. But I really try to avoid this as much as I can, and I will share a few tips on how to stop snoozing in a video in the near future, so make sure to stick around for that one. And I recommend you go watch my video on how to become more disciplined. I can put a link to it in the description box under this video. Alright, that's it for today. If you found this video informative and if you would like more videos on how to maximize your life by crushing anxiety, discovering smart self-improvement tips, cool biological hacks, and by optimizing your health, then consider subscribing by pressing the subscribe circle right here. And also, press the little bell icon so that you'll get notified when there's a new video coming out. This is Scandinavian Bob signing out. Keep going and stay strong.